Good morning, children. Welcome to new video class. You know all of me. I am ASN Murthy. I am going to start a new lesson from 10th class, Social. Third lesson, Production and Employment. Already in previous class, we learned second lesson, Ideas of Development. Today I am going to start a new lesson, Production and Employment. Third lesson, Production and Employment. Children, all of the people engage in various activities to earn their livelihood. Because for every person, a livelihood is very important. Livelihood means which provides some income to meet the necessities. So, for every person, livelihood is very important. To earn that livelihood, people engage in different activities. Of course, your parents also engage in different activities like self-employment, or some people working in government offices, some people in factories, some people working in private sector. Like that, people engage in different activities to earn their livelihood. So, to survive ourselves, livelihood is very important. Livelihood is nothing but to earn something to meet our necessities. So, to earn that livelihood, these all the different types of activities are very important for us. Generally, these all the activities come under different occupations. In that different occupations, different natures of works will be there. Some people may engage in production activities. Some people engage in service activities. Some people engage in as a laborer in agriculture sector. Like that, by involving in different activities, people earn their livelihood. Generally, these are all the activities we can divide into three sectors mainly. People engage in mainly in three sectors. Sector means here a part of economy in which people engage in various activities to earn their livelihood. In these three sectors mainly we can divide into three sectors. First one, primary sector. Primary sector, it is also known as agriculture sector. Why? Because in this primary sector, agriculture is the major activity. That's why it is also called as agriculture sector. Second one, secondary sector. Secondary sector means in this one manufacturing activities, production activities will be there in secondary sector. Mostly this manufacturing activities mostly there in industries. That's why it is also called industrial sector. Third one, territory sector. Territory sector means other in third one. Territory means third sector this one. In this one, no production activities. Production of goods will not be this one. Only production of services will be there. So, mostly in this territory sector, services are provided to the people. That's why this sector is known as service sector. Territory sector also known as service sector. Like that, people engage in different activities, mainly in these three sectors. That one, first one, primary sector, it's also known as agriculture sector. Second one, secondary sector, it is also known as industrial sector. Third one, territory sector, it is also known as service sector. Like that, people by engaging themselves in these three sectors earn their livelihood. When we come to the first sector, primary sector, what is related to the primary sector activities? What are the activities related to this one? These primary sector activities mostly agriculture, forestry, mining, fishing activities will be in the primary sector. So from these activities we can understand primary sector mostly related to the nature. Agriculture related to the nature. Maybe the agriculture land required. Agriculture, forestry, mining and fishing. These are the main activities in the primary sector. So in this one, major activity agriculture. Majority people in the primary sector involved in the agricultural. That's why it is also known as agriculture sector. Primary sector is also known as forestry. Tribal people depend upon forest products, gathering and selling the forest products and earn their livelihood. Mining areas where the mines are there, the people engage in digging of the mines and earn their livelihood. Like that, fishing, coastal areas people involved in the fishing activities, fishermen communities. Like this, these are all the activities very closely related to the nature. Nature plays an important role in the primary sector. Directly connect to the nature, this primary sector. Okay. Majority people in India depend upon private sector only. Most of the workers engage in the primary sector. Majority people are earning their livelihood. After that, secondary sector. Secondary sector means your industrial activities, manufacturing activities, industrial workers. The industrial sector or secondary sector, in this one, people who are working in various production activities or manufacturing activities like large scale industries or small scale industries, cottage industries, these all come under industrial sector only, private sector and public sector also. Private sector means in this one, the owners or private capitalists will be there in the private sector. Public sector means the industries which are under the control of government. That one we call public sector. So in industrial sector, public sector and private sector also will be. Public and private sector. Whatever may be, that all the industrial activities in the public sector and private sector, that production activities or manufacturing activities come under industrial sector. So in this sector also some people engage and earn their livelihood. Next, third one, territory sector. Third one, territory sector, or this is also known as service sector. In the service sector, people do not produce any goods here, just they provide services, they render services to the people. Community services, personal services they provide. Community services like media, communications, transport, they are come under service only. Community services, personal services, private doctors provide their treatment for everyone individually. Personal services, lawyers, private teachers, these all provide their personal services. So in this one, the territory sector, various administrative activities, defense, insurance, banking, communication, transport under private or public sector like railways, under the central government or private government road transport services, these all come under service sector. So people like this engage in these three sectors. First, primary sector and secondary sector. Primary sector I told you already, it is also known as agriculture sector. Why? Because there is the major activity is agriculture. And the second one, secondary sector, industrial activities. And the third one, territory sector, which is also known as service sector. Like this, people engage in various works, various jobs. This is also known as occupation, also we call. So people engage in various occupations and their livelihood. Now we can classify how the people divide into various activities. Various how can we divide people engage in different sectors? Occupation and their according to the various works, that means various jobs they involve, that all come under different occupations. Occupation nothing but to engage in some work to earn their livelihood. This is also known as occupational structure, also we call. And the people engage in different works or different jobs to earn their livelihood come under occupational structure. In this, according to this occupational structure, people engage in different sectors. That means mainly three sectors: primary sector, secondary sector, and territory sector. So now one by one some examples we can understand that according to the nature of that work we can divide in which sector that people engage. First, for example, tailor. Example, if you take tailor activity is just service only. When we give the cloth, they stitch and they give dress again for us. Just he is not producing any dress there. He has just stitched that cloth according to our measurements and give the dress back again. So tailor render is service. So tailor commander which service which activity? Service activity. So service sector. Tailor comes under service sector. First one, tailor belongs to service sector. For example, gardener. gardener's duty, maintain a garden, look after the plants, watering to the plants, everything. In this gardening, mostly related to the nature. So that gardener's activity come under primary sector. Primary sector. Because in this gardening, nature plays an important role here. It is for this gardener activities. So it is come under primary sector. Okay. Like that, fishermen. Fishermen main activity fishing. Fishing also connected to the nature. Catch the fish and sell in the market. Fishermen communities activity. So fishermen also come under primary sector. Because in the coastal areas, people living in the coastal areas, this fishermen community depend upon the near the seas or any river water. There they catch the fish and sell in the market. So that one related to the nature. So primary sector activity. Next, match industry workers. Match industry. See, matchbox industries, those who involve in this work, match industry, come under industrial activity. This one, manufacturing of matchbox. So this match industry come under industrial sector or secondary sector, we can say. Secondary sector or industrial sector we call. Whether we can classify according to the nature of that work, we can divide. These are some few examples only just there. Tailor comes under service sector, gardener primary sector, like that fisherman primary sector, one milk vendor. If you take milk vendor also collect milk from the farmers from the rural areas and sell in the urban areas. And is the nature of work just service only. So milk vendor also come under service sector. Like that, according to the nature of the work, we can classify the people into different sectors. Mainly majority people work in India primary sector, right? Because in this one, fishermen communities will be, agricultural laborers, farmers come under primary sector only. Majority people involved in this primary sector and engage their activities there in the primary sector. Next, industrial sector. In the industrial sector, private and public sector industrial workers all come under this secondary sector or industrial sector. Third one, service sector. In this one, they do not produce any goods, just they provide services to the people. They render their service to the people only. These services may help to the primary sector and the secondary sector also. For the primary sector people also, they provide services. And for the secondary sector people also, they provide services. In the production process of their services will be useful to this primary sector and secondary sector. In that way, the service sector both linked to this these two sectors, primary sector and secondary sector. but they do not produce any goods. So the dependence on service sector is more for primary and secondary sector. Okay. Still some more examples we can take. We can classify them. One astronaut, if you take, render service, so service sector. Doctor, if you take, service sector. One basket weaver will be, one potterman will be. These household activities is there. So household activities also come under cottage industries. So that one they also come under secondary sector. So on the nature of work we can divide people classified like that in three sectors: primary sector and secondary sector and service sector. Okay. According to one survey in India, for different periods divided how many people are engaged in various sectors. Okay, according to this information we get doubts how many people are engaged in various sectors here. Okay, already we learned majority people engaged in primary sector, in that one also majority agriculture sector. Now, for the two periods in 1970 to 73 period and 2009-10 periods, they classified how many people are engaged in these three sectors. How many people are employed in these three sectors? So employment in three sectors are divided here. On a table I am writing here. In the two periods given for us, 1972-73. Here agriculture, second one industries, industrial sector, third one service sector. See, people mostly in our country mainly in this three sectors: agriculture sector, industrial sector and service sector. How many people are engaged in 1970-73 and 2009-10? According to 1970-73 period, in agriculture sector 74% people getting employment. 74% workers are engaged in agriculture sector. But whereas 2009-10 53%. Here in 1970-73 in industrial sector 11% of people engaged. But by 2009-10 22%. And the service sector in 1970-73 15% of workers were there, and in 2009-10 25% of workers are there in there. Now see here, from this table we can observe in 1970-73 74% of people getting employment from the agriculture sector, and 11% of people getting employment in industrial sector, and 15% of people getting employment in service sector. Next 37 years period after this gap year, 37 years period, In this 37 years period, employment shift took place here. Some people shifted to other sectors, mostly from agriculture sector to other sectors, industrial sector and service sector, people shifted here. See, from this table we can observe here 72-73 period, 74% of people are there in here. But by 2009-10, 53% of workers are there. That means 21% of people shifted to other sectors. 74 minus 53, 21% people. 21% people shifted to other sectors. That 21 where they shifted. Yes, see, industrial sector 11% here, but by 2009-10, 22%. So 11% here shifted. Here 15% there here, but next 2009-10, 25%. So 10% shifted here. See, this 21% people who shifted from agriculture to other sectors, here 11%, here 10%. So majority people from agriculture sector to that means 21% of people shifted to industrial sector and service sector. Because here income levels are less here in agriculture sector compared to industrial sector and service sector. So people wanted to earn more income and for better livelihood they shifted to these two sectors. Okay, children? In the next class, clearly some more examples we can divide why these changes took place from agriculture sector to industrial sector and service sector took place. We can learn. Okay, this 21% understand, 11% here shifted and 10% here shifted here. Observe here 11 became here 22% and service sector 15 to 25. Here 10% increase growth there and here 11%. That decrease here there in agriculture sector. Okay. In next class with a new topic I can continue this lesson. I am going to conclude this class now.